reference. Yep. So index 1 is the hip ID. I know I'm throwing a lot of tabs open at you guys, but you can get it. Okay, so our HIP ID is going to equal to lines 1, and it's going to be an integer. Okay, so now next time we load our star infos, they'll all have a HIP, a Hipparcos ID. Okay. Now we'll say var star info equals stars dot first or default. So it's going to say give me the first star where its HIP ID is equal to HIP ID. Now it's possible that it won't be able to find it. Hopefully that'll never happen. Hopefully for every star in every constellation we'll have one in our star database. Just in case it doesn't, we want to know about it. So if star info is equal to null, because this first or default means I'll give you the first star, and if there aren't any there, I'll just pass you null. And so we're going to log that. Debug.log warning warning no star with ID 0. Let's see, ID plus HIP ID plus found. Okay, so now we'll know about it. Anyway, we're going to return star info. So it's possible that this star is going to be null, and then we'll probably get errors down the road, but it shouldn't happen. And this is stuff that we're doing in the editor before we send things out. This isn't play mode stuff. Okay, so let's see, constellation info. So our star database loader knows how to get a star by its HIP ID, and now we need to figure out we need to extract those IDs from this string. So we're going to do another little regex. This one's much simpler. So we're going to go ahead and use system.text.regular expressions. We're also going to use system.link. .link. So we're going to say var lines equals regex dot split. And how are we going to split it? We're going to split it by any amount of white space. I'm gonna just show you a few things as well. Okay, so we'll just say white space text dot. Let's say for example, we're gonna take our time to do this. It's worth knowing about. Let's say for example we had a string like this, and we say, hey regex, I want to split you by every single white space. Well, it's gonna say, okay, well here's a white space. Here's a white space. So this initial character, it'll be an empty string, but it will be a legit value. So that'll be our value 0. Then it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then it'll have, okay, there's a space, and then split this at the end as well. So what we're going to need to do is, well, there's a handy method called trim, which will mean it'll turn that string into this string. And then from there, we can say, okay, if you ever find a white space and any amount